As a defensive lineman coach in this league, these last 48 hours or even last week and a half when you have other schools coming for a guy like Dwayne Hendricks or Derek Barnett, are you sweating it out a lot,
Definitely.
or does it just go back to your relationships?
It does, and I think what creates a problem, we had a little success, and also we've got 8 and some other schools got 1, and that's a legitimate point they're making to our kids. So, you have to weather that storm, but it was great to get all the faxes in today, and I think really appreciate the kids' loyalty, and so really looking forward to the future.
When did you know, when you got here last December, that you needed 8 possibly guys in the signing class?
Well, as soon as I got here, I think there was 2 indications. One was I had my first D-line meeting. There was only about 11 guys in there, okay? And then of those 11, there were 6 seniors. So we knew immediately that there was going to be a need for young D linemen, and so that was really a priority. I mean, it's something we talk about every day, that this league is based on the success of defensive lines, and so to get young guys in here and get them going is really critical.
When you look at guys like Dwayne Hendricks and Derek Barnett, maybe they have the body type to do a couple different things,
Correct.
or maybe grow into a tackle or something. Did you look for that, or did that just come naturally with kind of how?
Well, I think we really looked for mature young men that could come in and contribute a little bit earlier, rather than developmental young men that you can say, I'm going to spend 2 years bringing him along. So when you look at the Barnetts, Hendricks, those are physical young men that hopefully can get involved. We always talk about a philosophy of coaching for success, meaning they're all coached the same. We're going to play 4 ends at one time. We're going to play 4 tackles based on offensive personnel, game situations. So, but looking for young men that could come in and contribute early was key.
And adding to that, seeing who's already here with Demari Mixon and Owen Williams, and then who you have, and hoping to contribute. Do you see an opportunity for 6, 7 guys to compete for playing time this fall?
Well, each individual is going to be different, and obviously I've told them all that hey, the door is wide open. If I know we're taking 8, but there's great opportunity there, and that's what I just kept selling them, and it's true. There is great opportunity. So obviously Mixon and Williams are here, and that's an advantage for them, and we're excited to have them here. So, but I want them all to come in with the attitude that I'm ready to play.
Steve, did you meet any resistance as you stockpiled those defensive linemen? I mean, 8's a lot at any one position.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, any young man just keeps seeing the D linemen adding up, and I think it affects him. But they needed to see the whole picture, which was our message to them, that in my defensive room right now, there's only about 10 guys versus some schools in the SEC, there's 17, 18 D linemen in that room. So even though we're taking a higher number, our actual number is lower. So I guess you just had to present the case to them.
Bringing in so many defensive linemen, how key will it be just to kind of vamp competition at that position?
Well, I think it'd be great competition. I think, last year, there was a little separation. They had the 6 seniors that were doing the majority of the playing, and then everybody else. Right now, I think it's a good blend in the room. Some older, more mature guys, a lot of fresh young guys, and so it's going to be good competition.
Steve, how much were you sweating there at the end when Hendricks is going to another school?
Totally sweating on really all of them. And like I said, I get it. The message was Tennessee's taking all these D linemen. I get it, but once they understood the picture was nobody has better opportunity than we do. When you talk about the 6 young men that did the majority of playing, graduated. Okay, and so there's great opportunity here. So there's 2 ways to look at it, and they were obviously listening to a different way until they, understood our way.
Steve, I know you guys were out on the road obviously most of the month, but you got to spend those couple of days, instead of going to the coaches conference with your guys here. How big, just kind of to set the tone with those guys for off-season workouts, was it for you guys to get that, especially, like you said, losing 6 senior D linemen, those guys?
Yeah, I think it was critical, and I think it was critical when you come off a season like that we were right back with the guys too. I sense a real excitement. We had a chance to work with our guys on Monday, and then really had one-on-one conferences with them yesterday, and there's just a real air, electricity that's out there. They're excited. So it was critical at that time to be with the new guys, but really all of them.